Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I want to do one like verb chart with everybody to make sure we're all feeling good about these reflexive verbs. And then I actually just want to give you the rest of the period to work on your project and or anything else that you still need to turn in for me. Okay. So what I need you to do, if you have been into school this week, you can get out this verb chart, okay, which is in your packet. It's the second to last page in your packet, okay, if you want to handwrite your verb chart. If you like to do things on the computer or you have not been into school this week, then you're going to need to go to your current lesson. And I think it's number 2 on there. It says, I don't know, probably reflexive verb chart or reflexivos or something like that. I guess I can pull it up. Let's see. It says verb chart, reflexivo chart. So you decide how you want to do this. Are you going to handwrite these or are you going to type them on the computer? Up to you. Make your decision so we're ready to start. I am going to, I guess I'll project them as we go through it. So basically, I want to do one verb together. Then I want you to try a verb. And then you'll notice these 4 at the bottom all have like a little irregularity to them. So I want to make sure you have that. And then you can use all these on your project, right? If you've already turned in your project, I haven't graded any yet on purpose, so you can go back and make a correction if you know that some of your verbs are not right. Okay, so let me, I'll screen share here. I think I'll just screen share the blank one to start. Okay. You guys can see that, great. And I think my online people can see it. Okay, so let's start with Banyarse. It's the first one, whether you have it written or you're doing it on the computer. And let's do one together, and then I want you to do Sepiarse all by yourself and see if you can do it. Big enough? Hopefully you guys can see that. If not, let me know. All right, so Banyarse. To what? Somebody tell me what it means real quick. To anybody? Just say it. Banyarse. Thanks, Zion. To bathe. So make sure you put in the meaning. All right, now how do we conjugate a reflexive verb? Well, let's review. First of all, let's deal with the say. Let's do that first, all right? So in the yo form, you can just say this. I don't need a hand here. Whether you're in person, you can say it, or you can unmute and say it if you're on Zoom. So what are we gonna start with? What's that say turn into in the yo form? Anybody? Anybody? May. Thanks. All right, and then what does it do in the to form? Anybody? Tay. Thanks, Nora. There's somebody online saying it too. May, Tay. What's it going to be in the LAF form? Not lay. Good try. It is within.
Say.
Totally know why you said that. What do we got?
Say.
Say. It just stays a say. Okay. And make sure you're filling these in because I'm going to scroll down as we do them. So this first one is only going to stay up for a minute here. Let me go over here. All right. So what do we got for nosotros? Nos, perfect. And ellos. We're going to use say again. All right. So make sure you've written that down with me. Either you've written it or you're typing it. So you have it. All right. Now I've got just an AR verb. So now you go, oh, as, almost on. Conjugate it like normal. So may, bon, yo. Right? If you can't make the Enye go on your computer, don't worry about it. If you want to, if you have a Chromebook, you can open it up so it becomes a tablet, and then you push on the N and it gives you the option. I'm not too worried about that at this moment, so don't stress about it. All right, what's the to form? Te, ban. Thank you, ban, yes. Giving you a point. Nora, I give you a point too, ban. Have a second. All right, L-A-O and Zion, you did one too. Giving Zion a point too. All right, say, ban.
Bana.
Banya, good. Was that you, Charles?
Yes.
I try to give out a few points here. That doesn't have to be capitalized. All right, so nos. Bañamos. And say bon. Thanks, Unique. All right, so listen, let's go through this one. Then I want you to try the next one all by yourself. So we have me baño, te bañas, se baña, nos bañamos, se bañan. Me, te, se, nos, and se have to be there because it's a say verb. And then we just have our regular AR endings. O, as, a, amos, and on. Does that make sense? Can you guys see that? Is that big enough? Okay. All right, so I want you to try the next one all by yourself. So let's do what it means first. What's cepillarse? To, no, that's the next one's to get dressed. To cepillarse los dientes, to brush your teeth, but I just did brush. So this is just to brush, like you can brush your hair too. All right, so do what I just did. All right, start out with the me, te, say, nos, and say. And then it's just a regular AR verb. So let me give you a second, see what you can do all by yourself, and then we'll try and put it together. Just a quick scan, because I can, because you're here, and I can look at your work, and make sure you get your name to save in there. So it's a save here. The yolk will always have a name. The chip will always have a tag. So just stick it right here. All right, I am going to stop sharing this for a minute because I have another document that actually has the answers on it, so you can check it yourself. All right, so let's talk about this. Somebody want to tell me real quick, what would the yo form of cepillarse be? They had a quick hand. Somebody hasn't gone yet today? Whitney, you want to do it? Go ahead, Whitney. Perfecto. All right, I'm going to pop it up. You check and see if you've got this here. Let me make sure I get the right one. I don't want that. Wait, hold on. This is the one I want. This is the one I want. All right, so there it is. You check your work here because then I'm going to keep moving this up. So we have me cepillo, te cepillas, se cepilla, nos cepillamos, se cepillan. So again, you have to have the me, te, se, nos, and se in front. Yes, you do. And then it's just o, as, a, amos, on. O, as, a, amos, on. All right, I let you copy that one for a minute, and then I want to talk about ponerse, just a little bit different. It's irregular in the yo form. Anybody remember it's a go verb? What's the yo form of poner going to look like? Pongo. There it is, pongo. All right, so look, I'm going to move this up a little. All right, so we've got me pongo. You still have your me, te, se, nos, and se in front. Nothing's changed there. The go form I tried to highlight. So maybe you circle it or you star it because it's not pono, it's pongo, go, right? And then it's just, instead, it's an ER verb. So be careful. It's not o, as, a, it's o, s, a, amos, and n. All right, so take a minute, make sure you got that. All right, we got that one? Try to move it up a little. We okay? We got it? All right, let's go a little bit. Acostarse. So make sure you're writing the meanings here too. Sorry, I forgot to say that, right? To put on, this one was to brush, to put on. All right, to go to bed. Remember stars, go to bed. So this one has a UE. So there are 3 things you have to do now. Go ahead and put down your me, te, say, no, sensei. You got that? Me, te, say, no, say. Now, it's an AR verb. So you're still going to have o, as, a, amos, and on at the end. But it's a stem changer. That's why I wanted to write it down. So go ahead and check yourself here. I'm going to go ahead and just pull it up. All right, let's talk about it. So look at the young form. Me acuesto. Make sure you have that UE. Te acuestas. Acuesta. Acuestan. If you want to, in fact, if you're here, look, let's draw our little boot. So you remember that everything inside the boot has that little change. That guy doesn't. And again, you can use all of these on your project. So I just want to make sure you have them correct. I was worried that you might try and do your project and you wouldn't have these verbs under control. So I wanted to just take a minute to make sure you got them. All right, you go ahead and look ahead if you want. So vestirse, E to I. What's vestirse mean? Same thing as ponerse, to get dressed. Good. All right, I'm just gonna push this up a little bit. Is that okay if I go up a little? Okay, yeah. All right, actually I can't get both of them in. So finish that one and then I'll go to the next one. All right, so vestirse, you try it. Put the me, te, say, no, sensei in front. Then just change that E to I. So me visto. Can I get rid of this one? Are we okay with this? I don't see anybody. Are we okay with this one? Okay. So check out this. I'll start you off. You can have a little sneak peek and see if you can keep going. Now, it's an IR verb, so check your endings. I'll go ahead and put it up. OSA, emos, and N. And then, of course, let me move this one down for a minute. Don't look at that one yet. And then, of course, you've got your boot again. So again, if you've got a paper and you're handwriting this, draw your boot on there, right? Go ahead and just draw. Okay, so you should have eyes inside your boot, and then you still have your E over there. Check your endings, IR verb, OSA, emos, and N. All right, one more. Then you've got all of them, and then hopefully you can use them all correctly on your homework, on your little project. All right, despertarse. Oh, I'm desperate to stay asleep, but I have to what? What is it? Not stretch. What am I doing? I'm waking up. Thanks. Thanks. I was stretching, but I'm waking up. All right, so let's look at this guy. Despertarse, to wake up. And if you didn't get any of these, I'll give it to you. But so look, me, te, say, no, sensei. Do I have to have those? I'm trying to be repetitive. Yes, put them in. All right, AR verb. So o, as, a, amos, and on the end. And it's an IE. Is it the first E or the second E, class A? Always the second. So just check yourself. Me despierto is what it should look like. And again, draw your boot if you want to. Usually I'd give you a crayon and have you color it, but can't give you a crayon. So you can just draw a little boot. All right, so I give you a minute to finish doing that. Then I'm going to give you the rest of the period is yours to work. It's not as much time as I had hoped, but I thought it would be really important to go through these verbs so that you can get them correct. So as soon as you are done copying those, you are welcome to get out your project and spend the next 10 or so minutes working on that. That way, if you have questions, you can let me know. Let's review real quick all together here. How many sentences do I need on this project? 10. Of those 10, how many need to be reflexive? 8. All right, so use 8 vocab words. Guess what? How many are on here? 6. There's 6 you could use. Me baño, me cepillo, me pongo, me acuesto, me visto, me despierto. You don't have to use those, but you can. So use 8 vocab words, and then you come up with 2 more things you do. Like I go to school, or I play basketball, or I do my homework, or I talk to my friends. How many pictures am I looking for? 5 pictures. Okay? You can do this on a piece of paper and take a picture of it. You can do it on a Google slide. You can do it on 5 Google slides. You can do 10 Google slides. I don't care. However you want to do it. I'll show you guys my pictures here in a second since you're here. And then everybody else can just get to it. So if you need a copy of this document, I just put it in class resources. All right. So if you didn't get to copy something, I'm happy for you to just look at it under class resources. Otherwise, I'm happy to take questions. You use your last 10 minutes or so to get a little work done. And I do want this project tomorrow. I made it due at midnight. I mean, if you turn it in at 3 in the morning, I'll never know the difference. But please turn it in, before school tomorrow. All right, so work on it now. Hopefully you worked on it yesterday. Work on it tonight. And I'm going to stop sharing this. It looks like everybody here has got this. Yes. Okay. So if you have a question on Zoom, let me know. Otherwise,